Good evening. Happy Saturday to everybody. Figured I'd give you guys a really quick update. Nothing too drastic today, but a common problem in the garden that is pretty easily taken care of, but also easily overlooked. So if y'all remember, we found right there that squash plant in the compost that was volunteer. However, as I just started weeding around it, has a problem. Give me 1 second here. Okay, so if you look real close right here, this little white spot right here is from a vine borer. Really common in our squashes or zucchinis, but we don't have to sacrifice the whole plant. All right in here, you can see that it's brown. It's because the vine borer is literally sitting right here on the inside, eating up all that soft tissue, which is then cutting off the rest of the plant. But we have an advantage with this plant that we don't have with all plants. Some of them we do, which like tomatoes, and I'm going to show you that here in a second, is all these little fuzzy prickly things are potential new roots. So literally all we have to do to save this plant is take a bunch of dirt and throw it on top of the other side of that vine borer. It'll start laying new roots, and we'll cut that off, get rid of the vine borer, and we're good to go again. So it'll slow it down for sure, but it will not be the end of the plant. By the way, any of y'all know what this is? This little weed here has been an absolute nightmare in my gardens the last few years. You can see every time it lays down on the ground, it just keeps laying new roots, and this thing spreads unbelievably fast and will choke out whatever it can from the ground. All right, anyway, so yeah, we're just gonna take a bunch of our compost soil here. We're gonna dump it right on top. Try and stand up a little bit, get it back where it's supposed to be. And with that, all we do is mound it back up again. It'll lay out new roots, and we'll be good to go again. But believe it or not, that's not why I came over here. Let me show you why I did. Okay, so this is a piece of a tomato plant that I accidentally just broke off of the main body. Because, if you look closely here, see at some point, it was already cracked. I'm not sure how that happened, but it happened. But you can see here, it's got all kinds of really good flowers that'll produce some good tomatoes. So we're going to try and save this piece. Now normally a piece this size I would probably just put it in some water for a few days first, but honestly I've got enough tomatoes so I'm not overly worried about it. But I'm going to try it anyway just because I want to. So what we're going to do is just like it would do if it was in the garden and it laid down. You can see where it did to begin with, where it started right there. It started growing new roots because it's on the ground at some point. So we're just going to let it finish that process. We're going to take this loose soil here, well, looser I guess. Bust this up a little bit. plant this thing right into what's left of our compost. So the plant's already facing up a little bit because of this huge bend. So we're gonna take advantage of that and cover up as much of that bottom part as possible for more roots. That way it's already standing up. So normally I would prune this piece off right here. I'll give you a little better look. Normally I'd prune this piece off right here. So I call them armpits. I forget what they're actually called. But being that we're replanting, I'm not going to put any more stress on it than I need to. So I'll give it a little bit of water and that'll be it. Love y'all.